Hello guys, this is Jones10395 with another airsoft video for you today. This will be a overview of my airsoft closet down here in my basement. I'll just show you all of my gear and weapons and all that kind of stuff, and just basically telling you a little bit about it, each and every gun. So I guess we'll start over here. And by the way, this is actually how I have my closet. I didn't really make it look all nice for the camera. I just like to have my stuff organized. So I'll start down here. This is my UTG. It's a Springer airsoft pistol. I've had it for about 3 years, and I've never had a problem with it. They actually had one problem. The only problem is that the spring fell out for this ejection port right here. So when I cock it, it stays down, and I'm done firing, I have to manually put it back up. You can see it's down right now and up. So it's the only problem I've had with this. Everything else has been good. Obviously the paint's chipping off of the metal parts, which are a few metal parts on this. This is mostly plastic, but it's really good. I haven't upgraded to a gas because I rarely use a pistol in a battle, so don't need one. Speaking of gas, this is a free pistol I got from one of my friends. Never use it in the war, never will. It's just kind of like, why not take a free pistol when you can get one? So he was moving to Texas. He gave it to me, and I took it. So there's that. Actually, I am also going to post links for reviews of every gun. I've already done one for the pistol, if you saw it pop up in the top left. So once again, I'll have a review of this in the top left if you want to see it or not. If you don't, I don't blame you. This I won't have a review on because this gun doesn't work. This is actually my first pistol ever. It's a Springer. I don't even know who makes it. I don't even know if they have a name, but it's a replica of the Colt 25. Little pocket pistol for like self-defense and all that stuff. It's really small. It fits in the palm of my hand. And it doesn't work, so there's not much to say about that. This is one of my homemade things, not really homemade. Took it apart out of a kit I got from, sorry, I had to pick that up, Dick's Sporting Goods. I got it with that Panther Arms M4, which I don't have anymore, but this is the pistol that came with it. And I just kind of took it apart and turned it into this thing. It just shoots this pretty far, actually, and pretty fast. And it hurts. Not really much about it. This is my JG/TSD G36. This is TSD externals and with the JG gearbox, because 3 months after I bought the TSD G36, the gearbox just failed on me and it didn't work. So I bought a JG gearbox probably 7 months later because I didn't have the money. Didn't have a job, and finally my parents are like, alright, I'll get it, and we got it. But now I have a job, so it's not a problem anymore. Oh, this bad boy is my custom painted and upgraded Generation 3 UTG M324 sniper rifle. It's kind of a replica of the M24. It's not completely the same, but it's very similar. Bolt action spring. I have a 6.01 type bore barrel in there with an upgraded spring and bolt. So I really don't have a chrono. I don't know how fast it shoots, but I know it shoots really fast and really accurate. And I have a 4 power scope on there. It was a Leapers 4x32. Over here is kind of the star of the show. You've seen me doing a lot of videos on this lately. My custom M16. I actually put this in the closet because I have it out in my basement and just kind of screw around with it whenever I'm playing the Battlefield 3 in between games, to screw around with it. But anyways, this is, yeah, star of the show. I put like, maybe outrageous to somebody, but I put $600 into it. I don't have any bills to pay, and I have a really good job, so this is what I'm into. So, you know, I'm not going to stop doing airsoft anytime soon. So it's not a waste of money for me. This is my homemade, not really homemade, modified. It was like a Remington TAC 11 or something. Once again, a Dick's Sporting Goods gun I got from well, obviously Dick's Sporting Goods. I PVC cemented a plastic M16 carry handle mount, and it fastens to the bottom of any rail. All you need is a minimum of 4 inches of rail space. It can also fit on my G36C in the left over there. Where's my finger? There it is. It's pretty cool too. Works, shoots. Still can put these outrageous magazines in it. I like to use the smaller ones, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Kind of just, I never used it, so one day I decided to make a master key with my friend. And this over here, if I can reach it without falling or hitting the camera, is my JGMP5, which sadly does not work. Doesn't have a gearbox in it because the gearbox broke. One day, I set this down in the closet for like 3 months, and then I picked it up one day, so I decided to shoot in my backyard, and it shot 3 times and it stopped. Took the gearbox apart and found out that the trigger mechanism, it wasn't lining up right, the contacts weren't lining up, so I took it apart and reassembled it multiple times that day, which was actually New Year's Eve, I remember that. So the last day of 2011, this guy broke. So yeah, all night I was working on this. And I just modified it so much, and then eventually there's nothing else to modify, so it broke. It didn't break. I kind of modified it beyond repair, so it doesn't work anymore. I want to get a new gearbox for this. It's not on the top of my list right now, but eventually I'm going to fix this guy up, because it was just a beast. It shot really fast, had a high RPM, and really accurate for that little thing. Probably one of my favorite guns. Really, all these guns are my favorite. That's why I buy them. Up here we have actually I can't move my tripod. All my magazines I have 4 M16 mags. One of them is in my gun because I put it in here and forgot to take it out for the video. But I have 2 G36 mags, 2 mags for my M24, 3 magazines for my Mark 23. 6 magazines for my master key, 3 of which are high cap, the other 3 are like 20 round magazines, and then a bunch of magazines from MP5. And these are actually dummy mags. They're 500 rounds. One side has dummy 9mm, and the other side actually feeds the BBs into the gun. Which they're really cheap. I got these off Airsplat. I just needed some high cap mags, and I didn't expect too much, but they're pretty nice, so I'd recommend getting those. Up here, actually I'm going to pick the camera up, that would be a weird angle for you guys. Up here we have all of my suppressors. That's kind of my specialty. And any one of my friends needs a suppressor for their gun, they're like, hey dude, let's make a suppressor. And I'm like, alright, we'll do it. It's kind of my favorite thing to do. This is the suppressor for my M16 for when I have the flash hider on it and I have my internal suppressor off. This just goes on the front. So that's that. And the thing I use to make it stay on the flash hider is that orange cap that comes on it when you get it new. So keep those if you want to make a suppressor. This is for my G36. This is a 1/2 inch PVC coupling that fits perfectly under the muzzle. Makes it look really cool. Actually, for the G36, it does make it sound a lot quieter because most of the sound caused by weapons in general is just because of the gases escaping from the muzzle at high velocity and makes a noise. Same principle with this, since it uses a piston that forces air out the barrel and it has such a short barrel, it kind of has a noticeable snap. So when I put the suppressor on it, it tones it down to a thud. MP5 suppressor, really small little thing. I think it's only 6 inches by 6 by 1 inch. Got pool noodle in there to suppress it as much as I can, and it sticks to the gun just by friction, and I think it's 1/4 inch PVC, I'm gonna say. This is a mock suppressor that came with my Mark 23 right there. And notice I have these all on foam because I don't want to ruin the paint job. And then back here I've got some old stocks to my guns. There's my shoddy stock, which is on my master key, M4 stuff. Have my homemade mine here, which I have a video of on up at the top left. If you want to see it, how to make it actually, I'll put that one up instead of the... I don't have a review, I've only got a how to make it, but if you want to make it, then you can click on that link. Back here we have my cheaper accessories that comes free with, you know, your beginner guns. You've got your UTG vertical foregrip here, which is nothing compared to the new one I have on my gun right now, which is really good. This Warthog 217 gave to me. It was off of his D-Boy's Scar Light or Mark 16. Because this one was falling off my rails, and I think I traded him something for it. I don't remember, but he gave it to me, so that was nice. He's also got videos similar to mine if you want to check his channel out. It's Warthog 217. This was off my first ever gun, which was a Springer MP5, not the one down there, not the JG. Came with a fake red dot. Didn't even work. It was just a piece of clear plastic with a black dot painted on it. Scope covers for the scope. Muzzle for my M16, which I have off currently. Carry handle and rails on the top of the carry handle for the M16. Rail covers. And for accessories, that's it. These are knickknacks. I took off and I got new upgrades. That's the internal parts for my the old parts of my M16. And my air conditioning starting up right now if you hear that noise. Got your ammo. This I use to shoot on my air cannon. Some people say they hate this stuff. I've had no problems with it, and I've actually it's got really good quality because I compared it side to side with the Matrix ammo right down there from Evic. I have 20,000 .25s down there and 10,000 .20s. So I personally would recommend buying Crosman ammo. I have no problems with them, and I've been buying them ever since I've been playing Airsoft. So got some spent shells up here. Just because it's gun closet, why not? I have an Oakley helmet up there with my flakjack goggles right there. Some old goggles, a lot of wires. My Camelback, my tack vest, and Frosty the Snowman. Yeah. This is a closet really for everything. Yeah, there we go, Air Force. And then I've got a bunch of hats. Most of this is actually my dad's. Actually, the only thing that's mine is that tack vest. Everything else is my dad's. He's a senior master sergeant in the Air Force. And then some old Star Wars Lego boxes there. If you remember my Lego days. So that's really it. Apart from that, back there I got my boxes. And Frosty the Snowman again in my ghillie suit and a Pelican box. And an RC boat. So that's it. Sorry for shaking that. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to go back and check out the reviews of any of these guns, feel free to do so. If not, hopefully I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.